I'm here to be an all-time great.
You're now rocking with the best.
Purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
Welcome to the Bigbabyjonathan Sports Podcast.
Oh, he's smoking hot.
The latest Laker news.
Another great Showtime feed.
The greatest Lakers show.
This is going to be legendary for a long time.
This is the Bigbabyjonathan Sports Podcast.
Lakers all day.
Go Lakers!
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Bigbabyjonathan here. Welcome to another episode of the Bigbabyjonathan Sports Podcast, and got my boy Jonathan Mathis on from Sports, SoCal Chronicle. Man, how's it going, man? Hope all is well, man.
Hey, what's up, man? Everything is well, man. I'm just blessed, Hey, I'm here to talk sports with you, my friend.
Yeah, in today's show, we're going to talk about the NBA coming back July 31st, and the schedules for different dates are out. You know what I mean? So let's get into it right here, man. So this is from Shams. This was on Friday. Sources: the NBA informs the Board of Governors of schedule of dates. Training camp is June 30th through July 7th. They travel to Orlando for the 2019-20 season, July 31st. The free agency starts October 18th, and then the 20-21 season training camp starts November 10th, and they're aiming for December 1st to start the season. You know what I mean? But what is your thoughts about all this information right here?
Well, it's good information for basketball fans, and you kind of had to push everything back, a bit because things, kind of fell apart after this pandemic, hit the country, surprisingly in a sense, and now the NBA is trying to get back on its feet finally, and I mean, hey, this is a positive sign for good things to come for the league. I'm excited about it. I think that they had to carefully deliberate before they just reopen things, and they realized that. And I think the NBA has an effective plan that will work out well.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. I'm excited. I'm energetic. Looking forward to the season to be resumed. We got 8 games. And real quick, Shams tweeted this yesterday. I saved it for today's show. Key dates for when the playoffs start, or actually when the play-in tournament starts. August 16th through the 17th, play-in. August 18th is the first round. Second round, September 1st. Conference finals, September 15th. And then the game 1 of the NBA finals is September 30th. Do you like those key dates right there, man?
Hey, I don't think for most fans, I can tell you that I don't think it matters to them. I think they're just ready to see some sports again. They're ready to see live sports, and that's what we're getting. The NBA's coming back. I think that's enough to appease, the fans. Fans are happy. They've been without sports for a couple months now, and it felt strange and weird not having live sports. So I don't think the days matter too much, knowing that basketball is back. But the days are okay with me. I'm fine with it. Again, things had to be pushed back because, the NBA did, take a hiatus due to this pandemic. And so you couldn't help but to push things back and try to come up with a specific date and a timetable when things will go back to being close to normal.
Yeah, I like those key dates. I'm excited. And the playing tournament thing is cool, but I feel like the eight games that we have, I feel like I already know if we lose 2 or 3 games, Laker fans can't get upset because they haven't been playing basketball for 3 months. I'm really excited. You know what I mean? And also, we talked about this before we came on the air. I guess TNT and ESPN are going to be streaming their games from their studio. You know what I mean? It's not going to be at Disney World. They're not going to be in the stadium. They're going to be broadcasting it from their studio. So I'm not surprised about that either, man. I'm not surprised about anything anymore. You know what I mean? And this is the other thing I want to get into, too. Skip Bayless talking about if LeBron wins a championship, it would be known as the Corona Championship. But let me ask you this. Would he be saying that if Kawhi won it? Would you say what did you think, man?
I really don't know what he would say if another team beat the Lakers. Skip has always been a little tough on LeBron in recent years. I don't think there's a personal vendetta against him, but I do think that he's just not a fan of LeBron. He's not fond of his game, so he makes statements like that. Now, do I think this will be the coronavirus or will there be an asterisk attached to it? No, because look, you have to look at it like this. A pandemic, happened, and there's really nothing that the players were able to do. This was out of everyone's control, even the NBA. And, they did this to keep everyone safe, And so, I mean, it's kind of hard to attach an asterisk to it when no teams cheated. It's just been a shorter, season. Mm-hmm. And I would think this playoff is different because you talk about the play-in. Our teams have a more likely chance of losing and, getting stunned by another opposing team. So it's hard to say that this will be an asterisk or that this championship doesn't matter. That is ludicrous to me. That is, a ridiculous statement by anybody, I would think. So, no, not at all. That's crazy to me. Whoever wins it, wins it. It's just a shorter season. It's not like the team used a banned substance or they did something to cheat the game or bamboozle the game. It's nothing like that. Then I would call things into question.
Yeah, totally agree. But Skip Bayless I feel like he doesn't like LeBron at all. I know he gives him no credit, but sometimes he'll be like, okay, he's great. But overall, I feel like he's scared of that LeBron passing Michael Jordan, so he just tries to, no, he ain't going to do it. But, why would you call it asterisk Corona Championship, man? Come on now. For real, that's disrespectful. It's like, but I guarantee you, if the Clippers win it, he'll be like, oh, yeah, he deserves it. It's not asterisk. But when LeBron wins it, it's a problem. That's letting me know he hates LeBron. I really feel I know it's his job to talk about sports and all, but he just has some type of ill will towards him. But let me ask you this, man. I just want LeBron to, when we win the championship, to say something to Skip so Skip can be quiet. Because, but Shannon Sharp and LeBron are cool. I know LeBron hears Skip. I just know it. I just know he hears it, but he doesn't want to say anything. Because if he says something, LeBron lost. LeBron doesn't know how to handle haters. You know what I mean? So maybe his winning will do the talking. You know what I mean?
For LeBron, winning's going to do the talking. I don't expect him to say anything to Skip Bayless. I don't expect him to say anything to any media member. LeBron simply has nothing to prove to anyone. He owes nobody anything at all. The only thing he has to prove is to himself, I would think, and to, the city of Los Angeles and their fans. Yeah. Their fans, the fans here believe in him. They believe that he's the guy that can carry the weight of this team and finally get the Lakers over the hump to win a championship. He was brought in, after Kobe's retirement, in the post-Kobe era to fill his shoes. And I think he has done a tremendous job, but there's unfinished business. And I think once he wins the championship, that will be enough. He won't have to do any talking.
Yeah, I agree, man. LeBron's a Laker, and LeBron's on the mission. AD's on the mission. This whole Laker team is excited to come back, and they want to win the championship. And I want to see this team win a championship. We haven't won a championship since 2010, man. We're due, and we deserve it. You know what I mean? We beat Milwaukee and the Clippers. We knew how to beat them. But during the year, they were like, oh, you can't beat Milwaukee, you can't beat the Clippers. We found a way. I know what that is. LeBron and AD had to turn it up, and the reason that we beat the Clippers was Kawhi didn't guard LeBron down those stretches. Well, he did, but LeBron blew by him. And also for the Clippers, Lou Williams is a liability on defense. You know what I mean? Because there was a play where LeBron's bringing up the ball and A.B. Bradley set a screen, and then Lou Williams cut under it and they had to guard LeBron. LeBron went by Lou Williams, got an N1 layup. So if we can do that in the playoffs every time, man, I'm excited. But real quick, I guess the NBA, I have it right here. It says NBA teams are now able to sign free agents up to the season resume. So what that's letting me know, Boogie, come through, come back. I'm willing to take Boogie back or even possibly somebody else. But for right now, I would take Boogie back because they're talking about Powell coming back too, Pau Gasol. I'd rather have DeMarcus Cousins over Powell. Not just keep 100 because Powell's a little bit older. But if DeMarcus Cousins is Laker again, healthy, dominating on the both ends of the floor, we're going on not undefeated, but we're gonna be unstoppable. You know what I mean?
I think Paul Gasol wants to retire as a Laker. I think after Kobe's death, he is hoping to return to Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I think he fits in because of familiarity, because he helped the Lakers win 2 championships. And at one time in Los Angeles, he was a popular, figure here in Los Angeles. And he also, is beloved by the population here that's predominantly Hispanic. So I think all that plays a large role in the possibility of his return. Mm-hmm. Now, if I want to stay younger and I want to have a chance to win now because Paul is older, as you mentioned, then I would go with DeMarcus Cousins. The thing is with DeMarcus Cousins, we've seen him not been able to stay healthy. The guy is made of glass.
True, yeah.
Very fragile, and he's injury prone, and that's something to be concerned about. Now, when he's healthy, he's locked in, and he's on it, and he could be a big terrorizing threat, inside the paint because of his size and his physique and his athleticism. And when he's healthy, he's on. So DeMarcus Cousins is someone you could sign to a short-term deal. You won't lose out much. Why not go with DeMarcus Cousins?
Yeah, you're listening to the Bigbabyjonathan Sports podcast. I got Jonathan Matheson from SoCal Chronicle. We're talking about the NBA coming back July 31st. But, yeah, I agree with you, man. DeMarcus Cousins, when he's healthy, arguably when he was healthy, when he was on Sacramento, New Orleans, he's one of the best centers in the league. You know what I mean? Back to the basket, spin, dunk, mid-range. He gets physical, and that's something that we need. Not saying Lakers are soft. I'm saying we need some type of physicality in the post, in the paint. We got the Clippers. We may potentially play the Clippers, Rockets, Jazz. They have guys that get rebounds, play tough defense. But DeMarcus Cousins, AD in that post, if Cousins is healthy, well, who knows if we get DeMarcus Cousins. But I saw an article that Miami is interested in DeMarcus Cousins. Miami on the East is a team that people need to watch out for. They got a great team over there. They got Jimmy Butler and great guys over there, great coaching staff. But for me, if you ask me who do you want, Pau Gasol, DeMarcus, take DeMarcus. And also, the Lakers can sign their 2-way players from the G League. So who knows? We got to wait and see what 2 players they can sign from the G League, But I'm excited for the season to start up, man. I'm still mad. I'm still mad about losing to Brooklyn. I'm still pissed off. I want to win. We've been on a 1-game losing streak for 3 months.
Yeah, it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But, you got to remember that was only 1 game.
Yeah, I know.
And that's a game that the Lakers shouldn't have lost. They should have beat Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But, hey, sometimes those are the nights that you least expect and, a team just beats you unexpectedly. You don't see it coming. It happens.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, too, Lakers got Dion Waiters. I totally forgot that. And
yes. That was a significant sign.
Yeah.
Because Dion Waiters can shoot. He can defend. And the Lakers, they needed another shooter. They needed a guy who can, shoot from just about anywhere on the court. He has He could shoot baseline jumpers. He could shoot mid-range jumpers. He could even shoot threes.
Yeah.
So that's something that the Lakers needed. They definitely needed help and needed a guard who can shoot.
Yeah, I totally agree. Dion Waiters can bring up the ball too. He did it in Miami. And here's the other thing too. He plays defense. He plays that tough, great grind. And we got players on this team that play physical. The Morris brother that we have, number 88, he brings toughness. The first game as a Laker, he got into a scuffle. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He likes to do that. And I'm interested to see what Frank Vogel does in the sense of the starting lineup in this actually the second rotation. Will Dion Waiters play off quick off the bench? Whose minutes going to get taken? I feel like everybody's talking about, Lakers need a point guard. Go get a point guard. We got Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso is a talented player. And when LeBron and Alex Caruso, their PER on the court is one of the best in the league. So Alex Caruso is talented, man. His game has improved tremendously. I like Alex Caruso. He's a talented point guard, you know. Plays that tough defense, dunks. They know the fans love him. You know what I mean? So let's try to implement Alex Caruso more in the playoffs. I know we got Rondo. Let's try to give Alex Caruso an opportunity, man. But we have to see what Frank Vogel does with the rotation.
Yes, I agree totally with you. Alex Caruso, man, he's a fan favorite here in Los Angeles. He plays with a lot of pizzazz, with a sense of urgency. He brings the energy night in and night out. He's a tough guard. He's a tough guard. And like you said, his game has improved immensely, and he's only getting better in time. You know, I like his tenacity. I like what he brings to that offense.
Yeah, man, I like his game. Just this Laker team, even RP to Kobe, greatest Laker of all time. He even said, they asked him, what do you think about this Laker team? Championship team. He knew it right off the bat, this championship team. And we got veteran coaches. We got Lionel Hollins, Jason Kidd, Frank Vogel, and we got this team is together as a unit. And I feel like for us to win a championship, LeBron's leadership is going to step up. This Laker team's leadership is going to step up. The front office is going to step up, which I know they will because I trust them. So this leadership is going to win us the championship, but we got to go out there and compete. And I'm interested to see from the bottom seed teams like Portland, Memphis, Sacramento, Spurs, and Phoenix. I wonder if they get hot and they could possibly knock somebody out and get in the East. But you never know. You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see about that. In the East, Milwaukee's going to be in the finals. No one's going to stop Kumpo. I know he had bad playoffs last year, man, because Kawhi guarded and they double team him. But I feel like Milwaukee is going to get out. You never know. But if somehow, let's say Boston, LA, would that be a crazy, crazy season? Lakers versus Boston. Lakers beat Boston. Lakers get the 17th championship. LeBron gets his championship in the 17th season. That would be crazy. But I want Boston.
Gotta be every Laker fan dream.
Yeah.
And at a place where dreams come true, at Disney World.
Yep. And the last time Lakers were in Orlando, Lakers won the championship, 2009.
That's right.
So hopefully that happens. We'll see. And that's the thing too, because I asked people on Twitter about questions for the show today. His name is Ben. He asked for LeBron, does LeBron James need a three-peat to be put in the greatest Laker of all time conversation? What is your thoughts?
What happened?
Did you hear me?
No, I lost you first.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. I asked my fans on Twitter, give us questions for today's show. My friend Ben asked, what would it take for LeBron James to be the greatest Laker of all time? Does he need 3 championships, three-peat, to be in that conversation?
Well, first and foremost, I don't think he'll be here long enough to become the greatest Laker of all time. No one is surpassing Kobe Bryant on that list.
Facts.
You know, because of longevity and because of, the fact that he won't win 3 championships with the Lakers, you can't, measure his greatness with Kobe Bryant. You just can't do it. So, no, he won't be the greatest Laker of all time, but he'll definitely be in the top 10.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. 100%. But for me, I said this last time, and it got people like, what are you saying? To me, LeBron's the top 5 greatest Lakers of all time, in my opinion. So it's crazy, man. That's crazy. LeBron's a Laker, and LeBron's going to turn up in the playoffs. And I know Rondo steps up in the playoffs. LeBron does. I'm interested to see. I know AD does too, but I want to see what he does. I know he played the first round, second. I want to see if we get to that spotlight in a crucial playoff game. Throw the ball to AD. I want to see if he's going to make that timely bucket or timely block. If AD's on point, defensively, offensively, we're winning the championship. Because AD and LeBron, when they're dominant, when they get going, you saw what they did to the Bucks and the Clippers. We could implement that in the playoffs. We win this championship, man. My gut feeling is any champion.
If they're on their P's and Q's, if they're both on their game, they're relentless and they're unstoppable.
Yeah, and also, too, any championship is going to be tough. So this championship team is behind me right here. All those teams that got to playoffs, win the championship, tough battles, grind-out games, win by 1 point. And if we win by 1 point in the NBA playoffs and get to the finals and win by 1 point and win the championship, it's part of the game. It's going to happen. You know, you're going to have a time where you have to grind out defensively. You're going to have a timely possession where you need a defensive stop to get it off. You get the defensive stop, get the ball back, and score. It's going to happen. It happened in Game 7 of the NBA Finals when Kobe was struggling to shoot the ball, but he did other things, get rebounds, assists, taking charges, and Ron Artest hit that big shot. You know, and I feel like, speaking of Ron Artest, I feel like that shot right there should be put in the conversation for one of the best shots of all time. One of the best shots of all time in Laker history.
Yep. His, Robert Horry, Derek Fisher. Yep.
Yeah. And there's so many Kobe game winners.
There's so many Kobe buzzer beater.
It's hard to count.
Shots.
Yeah, it's hard to count, man. But
yeah,
man. I'm gonna end this Bigbabyjonathan Sports podcast. Jonathan Mathis, go ahead and give out your social media. But I'll put it in the link in the description for them to go subscribe to you. Or not subscribe, follow you on your social media, man. So go ahead and give out your social media.
Sure. You guys can hit me up on Instagram, SportsJudge85. Check out my pictures there. Don't be shy. Leave me a message. Say what's up. Where you could really find me is on Facebook, SoCal Chronicle Sports fan page. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, please. I'm over 600 followers and 600 likes. So give it a big thumbs up and look for some content.
Yeah. Also, you guys can follow me on Twitter, BigBabyJonathan, Instagram, BigBabyJonathan_. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are 36% people not subscribed. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, you know? And Jonathan, thank you so much for joining. We'll be back on next Tuesday, 3:30 p.m. West Coast time. So see you then, Jonathan. Take care. Have a good day.
See you then.